Hello, so in this video we're looking at modulus functions again, but this time we're looking at how to draw them. So it says here, sketch the graph of y equals modulus x minus 1, x plus 3. So basically this here is going to be a quadratic. If we wanted to, we could just expand this to kind of double check what it's going to look like. So x times x is x squared, x times 3 is plus 3x, minus 1 times x is minus x, and then we've got minus 3 at the end. So it's basically x squared plus 2x minus 3. And that's, hopefully you kind of know what that's going to look like. That's a normal quadratic graph. But what we have to do is take into account these modulus signs. So what I would suggest here is just drawing the normal graph first, like ignore the modulus signs, just draw the normal thing. And then once you've got that, then take into account the modulus. Because those two steps individually are both quite easy. So for this, I know this is going to cross the x-axis at x equals 1. So I'll pretend 1 is about here. And x equals minus 3. Because those are the solutions from these two brackets. And then, because it's a quadratic, it's going to be symmetrical on either side. So at around about minus 1, so halfway between these two, that's when it's going to be at its lowest. So I don't know where that is, but somewhere around here. And so we can draw our graph like that. And that's our quadratic. It's not perfect, it's not perfectly to scale, but it's roughly what it will look like. It's only a sketch. Then what we have to do though is consider what it's going to look like when the modulus is taken into account. So what the modulus does, remember, is basically takes any negative values and makes them positive. So for this whole section here, where the graph is below the x-axis and all the y values are negative, these will have to be changed to make positive. So if we grab a different color pen, basically what it will look like is this bit here will still be the same, but then for this bit here, it will instead go up like that. So this bit will basically be a mirror image of this bit down here. And then this bit here will be the same, because the y value for this section is positive. So doing a modulus doesn't do anything to it. And that's it. So we could, once we've drawn that, we could then get rid of the blue part. And that there is our graph. Now, we've labeled these 2 points. Here we have minus 3, 0, and 1, 0. But we also want to label this point here. And to find the y-intercept, we just plug x equals 0 into the equation. So if x is 0, we're going to get minus 1 in the first bracket, times 3 in the second bracket. And the whole thing is in a modulus. So minus 1 times 3 is minus 3. But because it's in a modulus sign, it'll become positive 3. So this point here is 0, 3. And that's it. That's how we draw a graph that has a modulus in it. So I hope that makes sense. But just remember, the whole takeaway is draw the normal one first, and then take into account the modulus sign. If you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, have a go at the MCQs. You can give this up a good practice. And I'll catch you next time.